Hi, my name is Marina. Let's see what I have today.
I will be working with these square beads. I will use them to create planters for artificial succulents. As you can see, they are all different colors, but about the same size. I will use silicone molds. I have molds for boxes and planters. I will need some inclusions. So here I have small shells and stones and some sand that I brought home from vacation. Alcohol. I will use Clear Cast 7000, that is resin, glitter, beads, clay confetti, pearls, mica powder, brushes, tweezers, super glue. I decided not to use super glue afterwards. So let's get started. First, I pull out mold inside out. I spread mica on the inside part of the mold. So I'm brushing edges to make color saturation gradual. Now second color, and again I will brush edges to create gradient. Some mica got on the mold, so I clear it with alcohol and paper towel. Clean. Now I put inside part back in, and it's time to put in some decorative elements. I decided that my planters will have a seaside theme, so I'm putting small shells, tiny stones, and pearls in. They decided that super glue was a bad idea. Don't do it because you will ruin your mold. After these planters, I did several more without super glue, and the shells stood in place just fine. Time for resin. Clearcast 7000 is a volume measured resin. In other words, you don't need to weigh it, you just need to have same volume of part A and part B. It makes it easier for me because I just eyeball it. I put 2 cups together next to each other and just compare levels. Once I'm satisfied, I pour part B to part A. Actually, it doesn't really matter what you put first and what you add to it. The main part is I mix it as best as I can and then pour it out to the third cup. So any unmixed resin on the walls or bottom of the cup are not getting into my molds. And then I continue mixing for about 2 more minutes and then let it sit for another 5 minutes. I burn a little bit on the surface to remove bubbles. And then I blow it with the straw. And now I pour it to fill my molds. See how clear it is? I carefully pour it in the molds so there is no bubbles trapped, and then pour the rest on the top. Okay, molds are filled, and now it is time to finally use my beads. They will be little legs for planters. I will let it sit for about 12 hours and come back. So after 12 hours, yes, Clearcast 7000 hardens in 12 hours, but it will fully set in a regular 24 hours. And that's what planters look like, definitely better as little legs than jewelry. To turn resin planters into home decor office, I will use a glue gun, acrylic paint, artificial succulent, a ruler, a place to put waste to. I will make a video how to fold those little boxes. They are very convenient. A box cutter, a sponge, and a toothpick. A styrofoam. You can also use florist sponge. I just didn't have it at the time. While the glue gun is preheating, I cut styrofoam to feed the planter. That's where my artificial succulent will go. Glue two pieces together and trim edges to make a cube. Let's see if it fits. Okay, it's all trimmed now, and I'm going to paint it to simulate soil. Alright, that's done. Let's dry. All I have left to do is trim the stem, glue the styrofoam in the planter and stem into styrofoam. I will close this gap with small rocks. And it's done. Now the reveal.